The reason why you're not happy in your life is because you're not grateful. See, how many times in your day to day did you say, I am grateful for my life? I am grateful for this. Probably not a lot of times, right? Well, if you're someone who wants to transform their life and their mindset, this video is exactly for you. See, if you're someone who still scrolls on TikTok and Instagram Reels and binge watches Netflix shows, you will never feel happy in your life. See, I understand. There are tons of distractions and temptations in our world today. We have video games, junk food, corn, bad friends, drugs, all those kind of cheap dopamine distracting things. All these things that I just mentioned, they only give you happiness for a while. But then afterwards, it goes away. And then you want to feel happy, so then you turn to drugs. And most people turn to drugs because they want to feel something. They want to feel happy. And it's a sad reality. But if you're watching this video, you will not do that. Because in today's video, I will tell you exactly what you need to do in order for you to feel more happy in your life. See, look, I was exactly in your same position. I would play GTA till 3 a.m. doing heist all freaking night long. I remember there was even a time where I stayed up so late that I even heard my dad getting ready for work. Yeah, it was bad. I remember I would eat junk food and I would watch Breaking Bad on Netflix all freaking day. I would eat tons of junk food, tons of bad habits. My life was out of order. It was horrible. And all these things I did, they only gave me happiness for a while. And then after that, I wanted to find true happiness, but I didn't know where to go. But thanks to God, I eventually found out what I needed to do in order to be happy. So what I decided to do was I quit all the bad habits that I once was doing. I quit all of them, and this is exactly what I started to do. If you want to know exactly what I did, keep watching. So the first thing I started to do so I can feel more happy in my life is I started to follow God. See, look, let me tell you the truth. You are only going to find true happiness and true fulfillment in your life when you follow God and you build your relationship with Him. That's the only way you will actually feel true fulfillment in your life. See, before, I used to follow God. I used to go to church because my parents went and I had to go, you know? But then eventually, as I got older, I started to understand a bit more why I was going to church. And then as I got older, I started to pray more oftenly. I started to read the Bible much more often. I started to pray more. I started to go to church more often. And I even became an altar server. I started to serve at my church. And let me tell you, me doing that transformed my entire life. I started to feel more happy. I started to see the world in a more different lens, in a different way. I felt more happy. I felt more joyful. I felt more peace. I felt more love in my heart. And that was all because I decided to follow God and build my relationship with Him. So if you're someone who is struggling to build your relationship with God or follow God, I would highly recommend you fix that first. Because if you don't fix your relationship with God, you can do all the little self-improvement, all the little good habits you want to do, but they will not be sufficient. So if you want to start truly feeling happy in your life, the first step is to fix your relationship with God, follow God, accept Him into your life, accept Jesus into your life, read the Bible, and pray more often. That's the first step to feeling true happiness in your life. The second thing you can do so you can feel more happy in your life is journaling. See, before, I never really liked writing. I thought it was just a hassle. I was lazy. It was boring. I didn't really care about it. But last year, 2024, I actually began to start gratitude journaling. And what gratitude journaling is basically every single day, just write down 3 things you're grateful for. Simple as that. And well, last year, I started to do that every single morning. And let me tell you, it has transformed my entire life. It has made me feel more grateful for the things I have in my life. It has made me feel happier, and it has helped me feel more appreciated for all the things I have in my life. So what I want you to do today, right after you finish watching this video, is I want you to go get a notebook or go buy one, and I simply want you to write down 3 things you are grateful for in your life. Simple as that. I could even show you my gratitude journal right now. Right here. I write down every single morning 3 things that I am grateful for. Look at that. And studies have shown that when you write down 3 things you are grateful for, you will feel 20% happier. Ain't that freaking fire, bro? So if you want to feel more happy in your life, I highly recommend you start journaling every single morning 3 things you are grateful for. The third thing you can start doing if you want to feel more happy in your life is start doing a dopamine detox from social media. If your screen time is 4 hours or more, you need this dopamine detox. See, look, social media has killed our attention span. I think our attention span is like 3 seconds. It's less than a fish. So that's really bad. So if you want to feel more happy in your life, if you want to think more straight, if you want to feel more focused, more productive, and just overall think better, I highly recommend you go on a dopamine detox. This is what I want you to do. For 7 days, I want you to delete social media. Delete TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever distracts you. Snapchat. Delete all those things for 7 days. And by the end of those 7 days, you will see how much your life will change. You will see how much better your attention span is, how much more productive you are, how much better you will think, and how much more happier and how much more you will feel better. Okay? I did a dopamine detox like a couple of weeks ago, and let me tell you, it changed my life. It's literally one of the best things you can ever do for your mental health. And if you want to feel better and feel more happy in your life, I highly recommend you do a dopamine detox because it will truly transform the way you think and overall everything in your life. So if you want to start feeling happy in your life, I highly recommend you go on a dopamine detox from social media. Now, the fourth thing you can do so you can feel happier in your life is exercise and diet. See, exercise and diet are very important for your well-being. Many people ask themselves, why do I feel so sad? Or why do I feel so depressed? Or why do I feel so like ugly and fat? Well, it's probably because your diet is bad and probably because you don't exercise, okay? So if you want to start feeling more happy in your life and you want to just start feeling overall way better in your life, I highly recommend you start exercising every single day. Here's the little plan you can do. Every single day, every single morning, I want you to either go on a run or go to the gym, okay? After you do those things, you go home and cook some breakfast. You can do some chicken, eggs, fruit, yogurt, and some water and vegetables. Simple. You do this for 30 days and you will see how much your life will transform. Your life will transform completely. You will feel much better, you will think more clearly, and your body will just overall feel so much better. Okay, so if you want to feel more happy in your life and you want to be able to think more clearly, start exercising regularly and start having a much more clean diet. Cut out sugars, cut out soda, cut out junk food, seed oils, all that kind of stuff. Cut that out and start eating more whole foods, more animal-based foods, all that good stuff. All right. So those are the 4 simple things you can start doing today that will transform your entire life and will ultimately help you feel more happier in your life. If you stayed till the end, make sure you click the link below. I have a free guide teaching you how to become more confident in your life. If you like videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe for more. And as always, I believe in you, but God believes in you more. I will see you guys in the next one.